Alright, here we have our round one. It's pretty sweet. We have a couple of augurs, thought scour that fixes our hand, as well as a removal spell. All colors, so I'm not gonna mulligan. Going to lead with Glacial Fortress first, so that way the rest of our land come to play untap. Looks like we're up against red-green. Probably the one like Brian Kibler's deck. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Augur here. Alright. Hits. So it probably has the Strangler guys, Hellrider, Thundermaw, that version. So Domery could be a problem here. So I'm gonna finish off the Domery with the Pillar Flames. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna play the other Augur here, naming Wizard, because that's pretty much all creature types. And the reason to name Wizard here is because if I ever want to cast multiple blue creatures, all of them are named Wizard. So that will help out in that department where I need many blue mana. And here we have 3 options. Don't usually get that, but So I think it's between Burn and Turn and Pillar of Flames, because next turn, unfortunately, the Glacial Fortress is going to come into play tap, so I can't Wally the Helix yet. So I'm more than likely going to do Thought Scour plus Burn, then Thought Scour plus Pillar. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Burn and Turn here. I'm not gonna block here. I'm gonna set up the next turn to block plus Burn, and then Thought Scour, and then Wally the Helix the turn after that. Hopefully we don't get Hellrider here. That would be the worst possible. Alright, Flint Hoof Borer is not the worst. I'm just gonna take 6 here. Dissipate is not really a good draw since the rest of my lands come to play tab, and I more than likely won't have time to use it. So in order to play around the Gold Clan Rampager, I'm gonna use the burn post combat. Because if I did do it in mid combat, he could Rampager me in response, and that won't work out very well. So now I'm gonna burn that one, and then Wally the Helix the other one. So here I'm gonna also take the opportunity to do Thought Scour myself because of the Harvest Pyre Boros Reckoner interaction. So yeah, going to Wally the Helix in his combat. So I'm gonna set a stop there and do that. Playing around Gold Clan Rampager once again. So it looks like he was gonna play something pre-combat. I'm not sure what it was. Can't be any haste creature. That was kinda weird. Something he was gonna tap mana for pre-combat, but then, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Revelation for 3 here. So next turn I can leave up Dissipate plus Resto if I draw a land. Alright. So we're looking pretty good right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to block down the Arbrel. I could get Gold Clan Rampager here, but if he does, I can Azuri's Charm it, then I would just get full value from that. Or he could have nothing. Alright, so we're looking pretty good here. I got Harvest Pyre to deal with big fatty like Hell Rider and Thundermaw, as well as Restoration Angel plus another Dissipate. So I'm gonna look towards closing out the game as fast as possible by just playing the other Restoration Angel. Because it seems like he just doesn't have anything. And oh look, another Restoration Angel. Alright, so he's dead in 2 turns. Yeah, don't really care about the Elvish Mystic. Same thing as last time, I'm gonna put the Angel down, trying to close out the game. Between Dissipate, Harvest Pyre, and Azuri Charm, we're pretty safe right now. I could gain 9 with the other Azuri Charm, but I don't think that's necessary. Just gonna go ahead and attack here. Don't really see anything could go wrong here since he is red, green, and no flyers. Yeah. Alright, on to sideboarding. Alright, so we're up against red, green with a bunch of elves, so it might not be the Brian Kubler's deck. Actually, it could still be that deck since they do play Elvish Mystics. So Dissipate is going to be bad. Definitely gonna bring in the Supreme Verdicts. The other cards I'm considering are Pillar of Flames, is a Static Caster. Static Caster is really good against all those mana guys, but I'm not sure how important that is because it doesn't match up very well against the fatty like Hell Riders and Thundermaw. And plus if I bring in a bunch of is a Static Caster, I'll go with Bolas, get a little worse. I think I do might want the other Pillar of Flames. Cutting maybe an Izzet Charm, although it's very likely he has Burning Earth, so Izzet Charm is very good in that department. So the question is, do I want that 4th Pillar of Flame? I think I do because he does have Strength Root guys as well. And I'm just gonna take out an Azuri Charm, I believe, because Essence Scout is just gonna be always good against his deck of all creatures, and it answers everything for just 2 mana. Although Azuri Charm is very good as well. Could cut a Dot Scour, a Snapcaster, an Augur. I think Augur is really important, so I'm gonna cut one of the Azuri Charms. I might be wrong, I think. Alright. I think this hand is keepable, although this is kind of light on lands and the island doesn't cast Boros Reckoner, so that's kind of awkward. Gonna lead with Clifftop Retreat. Flint Hoof Borer. Yep. So here, I think it's pretty important to hit my land drops. So I'm gonna leave up Azure Charm to draw a card, I believe. Since Augur Bullets doesn't block Flint Hoof Borer very well. And if I miss my land drops, I'm gonna lose this game. This is a second Flint Hoof Borer. That could be problems. I think if I can cast the Boros Reckoner, I should be fine. Alright, we can Pillar Flame the Stringer guys next turn, so that isn't a problem. So hopefully hit a land drop. Alright, got some options here. So definitely gonna want to Pillar Flames the Stringer guys. The question is if I should play the Cavern of Souls to play Augur or just play the tap Clifftop Retreat and Thoughtscour. And I think playing the Clifftop Retreat tap and Thoughtscour is better because once again Augur Bolas isn't doing much. And this way I can cast the Boros Reckoner next turn for sure with the Cavern of Souls naming Wizard. Hellrider could be a problem. Hopefully he doesn't have that. Alright. I'm gonna take a ton of damage here. Going to the Thoughtscour myself because of Harvest Pyre. Hit some goodies. So here, because he did play Hellrider, I think playing Harvest Fire for 3 to kill the Hellrider and Augur of Bolos is the better play. Yeah. Because if I just play Boros Reckoner, he's gonna attack with both, putting me to 5. I can block the Hellrider with Boros Reckoner, and I'm just gonna lose to a ton of things, like another haste creature, a Gold Clan Rampager, many things he could have. I'm gonna name Wizards with that. So going to Harvest Pyre in his combat. Here I think I'm just looking for Wally the Helix or Sphinx's Revelation, I think. Might not even need the Sphinx's Revelation at this point because Is a Charm plays better the next turn? Because I'm gonna Harvest Pyre the Hellrider for sure. And I believe I am chumping the Flint Hoof Borer. And next turn I'm gonna play Boros Reckoner and the tap Steam Vents, so I won't able to Is it Charm anyway, so I think I should take Sphinx's Revelation. Although if I draw an untapped land I could have Is it Charm up to counter a Burning Earth, which he is a really good chance he has it. But I think I'm gonna be safe and just pick this Sphinx's Revelation. Hopefully it doesn't come back and haunt me. Another Hell Rider. Okay, Guru Chan is fine. Probably one of the best possible for us. So here, I'm gonna exile 3 cards, and I think the 3 least relevant are Thought Scours and Pillar of Flames. I definitely want to save the wall of Helix since I do have the Snapcaster and I'm 1 land away from flashing it back. And Azure Charm, well, yeah, I think I could exile the Pillar of Flames. Azure Charm is more versatile, so I want to keep that in there. So can't block here because of Gruwall Chant. But I could double block it next turn. What do I lose to here? Another haze creature? I don't think he has another haze creature because he would have played it over Gruwall Chant. Safe play is to leave up Snapcaster Azuri's Charm. Because that way I can deal with a haste creature as well as double block. And I think I will do that. I think that's better than playing a Boros Reckoner because if he plays a haste creature, then I lose. This plays better against haste creature. It could be possible he has many Dundamore Hellkites in hand and just waiting on the 5th land. But we'll see. So the plan is to flash in Snapcaster, target Azure Charm, double block. If he Rampage, then I can Azure Charm. If not, I'm okay with the trade here. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna go to 1. Gonna make that play here. Except I'm gonna double block the Hell Rider. And put Flinthoof Borer back on top. Now I could Thought Scour it away after I put it on top. Since I can't block it anyways. Because I won't have 2 creatures in play. So it's gonna kill me since I'm at 1. So I think I will do that. As well as playing a Boros Reckoner, I believe. So it's definitely gonna Thought Scour him. Yeah, I'm just dead to any haste creature. I can't play around any of them. So might as well get the Boros Reckoner down instead of the Restoration Angel. Even though Angel is more mana, I can surprise him next turn if he breaks 1 time. Alright, maybe I should have played the Restoration Angel because of Museum Orders. Yeah, 1 lane short of Augur plus Resto. So I think I'm gonna Sphinx's Revelation and I should do it main phase to hit my land drop. Because once again, I'm dead to a haste creature, can't block it with just one creature. Alright, I need him to break one more turn. Looks like I'm dead here. Yep. Exactly 3 damage from the Gruul chant. Yeah, it is possible on that turn, instead of playing Boros Reckon, I should just wait for the Restoration Angel, so that way it won't get Mizzy Mortars, and then I have 2 creatures to block anything else. But as it turns out, he did have the Mizzy Mortar, so now we're on to game 3. So I'm really looking at this Azure Charm. I want it back in the deck. Not sure what to cut. Maybe a Thought Scour, since I won't have time to play that. That seems fine. I'm gonna go with that. Alright, this hand is pretty sweet. Have a Pillar Flame for his early Strangle guys and whatnot. Augur Bolas to block. And Thought Scour to find me something. He kept 7 as well. I'll leave with Steam Vents here for obvious reasons. No 1-drop, that's interesting. So now because we have plenty of lands, I don't need to Thought Scour our ways. That makes Augur Bolas better. Got one option here. So gonna snap block the Strangler guys if he attacks. Yeah, I'm gonna slam down this Boros Reckoner. I could get in there with the Augur Bolas. Let's think about this. There's no way he's blocking if I'm attacking with Augur Bolas, but I don't think that 1 damage matters that much. I'd rather just have 2 blockers. For some random scenario that might come up. So I'm looking really good here with the Boros Reckoner. The red green deck has a really tough time to deal with it. And here I'm just gonna sit back and Thought Scour. I don't think I should do it main phase just yet. Although probably should have done it main phase. Guess Scavenging Ooze is one of the reasons I don't want to do it main phase. Yeah, I'm gonna target myself here. Yep, because I drew Augur Bolas, I probably should have main phase that. So now I'm gonna pillar this and probably Snapcaster pillar the Strangler guys as well. The Strangler guys isn't doing much. Can hold off on pillaring and just play Augur Bolas and leave up the 1 extra mana to give Boros Reckoner first strike to stop the Flame Hoof Boros from attacking, which seems a little better. Ooh, options. I think I'll just take Essence Scatter here, since we already have a Pillar of Flames in the graveyard, and I can flash it back at any point with Snapcaster. So I think next turn is the turn where I want to start getting aggressive and attack. Because I do need to close the game at some point. And once again, he doesn't have any good attacks. If he is attacking, probably means he has a Gold Clan Rampager. So what happened if I block the Flint Hoof Boar and he has a Rampager? I can first strike, he Rampage. So now it's a 7/7. It will have done 3 damage and I can redirect 3 more because he will assign 4 trample. So it won't kill Flint Hoof Boar if he Rampage. But if he Rampage the Stringeroo guys, that's a different story. I think I do want to keep my Boros Reckoner around. So I'm going to wait till next turn to block with the Azurian mana up. So for now I'm just going to double block the Stringeroo guys. Actually there's no point of double blocking here, just a single block is fine. So yep, it's not going to do anything. And now he has basically no good attacks. If I have my mana up, passing to his turn. Wisely not attack here. Could flashback a Thought Scout with Snapcaster, but I think I'll hold off on that. Ooh, Warrior's Helix. I might be able to start attacking now that I've drawn the Warrior's Helix. Yeah. Another string with guys. Attempting to Essence Scatter it, but so many options. So I want to Snapcaster back the Sphinx's Revelation whenever I draw another land, because I'm one short of doing that. I want a Revelation for at least 2. So I don't want to Snapcaster Pillar of Flames. Could Essence Garrett, but kind of want to save this for Herrider or some sort. But I think it's just better to just Essence Scatter it now. So that way he can't have a ton of guys playing defense against me. I'm gonna take this opportunity to burn that guy out of the way. Since the Warrior Helix does cost 4 mana and I don't want to be leaving up 4 mana almost every single turn. Alright, there's the land I was looking for, that's how I can Revelation. And hit with the Boros Reckoner. Gonna go ahead and Revelation here. And I think he had enough. Yeah. Oh, that's it for round 1. Be back for round 2 shortly.